everybody, my name is jnxette, and today we are doing this solid color build challenge. So I am not much of a builder for starters, and I'm actually super proud of this build. And I also went with my favorite color, by the way, pink. If you weren't already aware that that was my favorite color, I feel like I put pink or incorporate some kind of pink in just about everything that I do. But this was super duper fun. I wanted to experiment. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. And typically I like to design rooms a lot better. I love to pull shells from the gallery and decorate the inside in a way that's more suited for my tastes and for my play style and for the stories that I'm telling on The Sims. But I thought this would be something that would be really fun and exciting to do. So right now you're watching me figure out how to do roofing. That was probably my that has probably always been one of my biggest, I guess, downfalls is roofing. I never really know how or what I should do or should say. Not say because I'm building. But I'm never really fully sure how to put the roof pieces together, especially when I want to start creating funky shapes. And, getting the another problem that I have with building is getting the approximate sizing down so that way things are symmetrical for windows and, a door can be placed in the center and things like that. And honestly, I was really proud of myself. I even added a foundation to this house, which you'll see a little bit later as I'm putting on the windows. And you will see me change the wallpaper and the color of the house a couple times, as well as the walls on the inside, because at some point I realized that the color that I picked, it is not pink. It was lavender, or I think it was a light lavender. I've always thought it was a light pink, but there was a lot of gray in between lines with the purple pink color palettes. But this was really cool. So I was super excited to try to incorporate pink into the building. This is how I would ideally love to live, with all of my furniture and all of my stuff being pink. I think it'd be so cool, but in a tasteful way. And the basic idea that I had for this building was originally I wanted to do some kind of ranch style vacation home, or just a cute little cottage getaway. And so that's why I picked those doors. I tried to fiddle with the outside a little bit in terms of style, and I just wanted to keep everything pretty consistent. And it sort of evolves over time as I build and decorate the inside. It becomes more of this modern type of cottage home is the only way I can describe that. I am really just generally really proud of this. The last time I was proud of a build was probably about 3 or 4 years ago. It's gonna be on the gallery along with this. It's literally a I don't want to say a southwestern, but it's a more of a desert style home, and it's got a lot of open windows. It's got 3 floors. I was really proud of how I decorated the inside. It was also the first build that I discovered move objects and making objects bigger and smaller, and ever since then I feel like I haven't been able to build something as good, and so I've just been so nervous to do it. But I was watching Topaz Sims's solid color build as well. She did the color yellow, and I was like, you know what? I should give it a try again. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I not like it, so I ended up loving it. But with the kitchen, as you can see, I'm really trying to go for that old rustic style, and I basically made this a cat-oriented home. And I mostly did that because if any of you have watched any of my streams, I started the Crazy Cat Lady Let's Play. challenge basically, and I put my sim self into this little trailer park that I had created, and in her room, or at least the trailer that I had picked, because I just took it off the gallery. I didn't really look at any of the rooms. I just saw the outside, was like, okay, cool, this is cute. And I looked at the inside, everything was pink, and I was like, perfect. That's not what inspired this. This is literally just my favorite color, especially like the pastels. I love pastels. I really wanted to incorporate those, like draped curtains with the being held together by a ribbon, but I didn't want this house already to be too childlike, because I already feel like that the pink brings out some childlike essence to it, and especially with the colors, or the items that I'm going to be using and the way that they portray pink, it's going to give some childlike behavior to it. And while I do like that essence, and I do appreciate that hint of that childish flavor to it, I don't want that to encapsulate the whole home. Like that cat bed, love that cat bed, but or just pet bed, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't want it to overpower what my original goal with this home was. And so first of all, that couch, I would love to have that couch in real life, so someone hook me up if anyone knows. And I originally was like, okay, so as the house is coming together, my brain was going, okay, this is Sharpay Evans's house. This is her vacation home when she's on a lake. I mean, even though I don't think I placed this home near a lake, it's gonna be her lake home. She's famous. Of course, everything is pink, and she's gonna have a lot of money. So she's gonna make it cute, chic, and also have expensive things in it. So why not have a really large TV? So I was fiddling with it just so it would, because I thought it looked a little awkward up there in the corner, but at the end of the day, I felt that it worked just fine. This was me just being a noodle. And then I really wanted a pink rug. Like I had an idea in my mind of how I wanted a pink rug to look. And the pink rugs that existed weren't the shade of pink that I wanted or the shape that I wanted. So I ended up going with this. I know it's not pink, but I felt it went with the rest of the color scheme, that brown and light pink and white, and just give that, just kind of add some more definition without straying too far from the color scheme. I want to say that one of the more difficult things about this challenge was using the packs that I have. So I am one of those simmers that does not have all of the packs. I am very lucky to have all of the expansion packs, but I don't have all the stuff packs. I don't really have all of the, I guess, not expansions, but there's like stuff packs, and then there's the other kind of packs. There's the 3 packs. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. But either way, I don't have all of those, so I don't have all the items that I could have. Maybe one day, if I ever own all of the Sims 4 packs, I will maybe go back in and add some more items. But I think that's what made this challenge so fun, though, was trying to get creative with the different types of pink. And, taking repeated items that I could use without making it look too overdone, and still make it look like, oh, this fits into this house. It wasn't just like I ran out of items and I put this just randomly in the house. So I took advantage a lot of the floral aspects of like a cottage. And while I wanted to do more cottage-esque windows, I really loved these. And I think that that's like the fun part about building, is that, there's a lot of liberties you can take with it. And I love the interior part most about, I guess, speed builds, because I think you can add a lot of creativity and a lot of story to the character. I ended up actually moving one of my Sims that I did in a previous video Rust Flannery from my Rainbow Sim collab that I did with a bunch of other lovely simmers, where we created sims in basically the rainbow. And I chose yellow, and I thought that him being who he was, personality wise, he would really fit into this home. And the cool thing about the Crazy Cat Lady challenge is that I moved them all into Newcrest, and I'm kind of building this new version of Brindleton Bay. And you know, it's got a bunch of different kooky characters, and I love that I get an opportunity to put, you know, these sims that I've created for myself, and these sims that I took the time to breathe some life into and give them a home. So that's super fun. So definitely come hang out sometime on one of my streams to check out the Crazy Cat Lady challenge. Like, we've got a con artist, Rust, the one who's going to be living in this house. He is a actor. Our Crazy Cat Lady, she's going to be a Instagram influencer, but for her cats. We've got I don't know how to say his name because I just found him off the gallery. And I took him because he had a dog, so that's what mattered. And you know, he lives in a trailer next to the Crazy Cat Lady, and I ended up using Lavendary's like a color sim, and they live in a trailer, and my sim self lives in a trailer. So it's such a cool little universe that you can create, or that I'm creating in the moment, that I'm super duper excited about. And that's like a large reason why I love The Sims, is the wonderful and awesome stories that can just collide together. Like, yeah, when I was building this, I was thinking Sharpay Evans, and the sim that I already had and that already existed in my game was Russ. He's like the closest thing that I probably could say is to like a Sharpay. And he even has a cat. You know, I pictured him, you know how in movies they have like that mob boss who has the fluffy cat, and then they just like pet it really like snobbishly. That's how I picture him. Oh, the lighting I had to get super creative with, because in terms of decoration, like decorative lighting, not like lighting that was actually useful, because I ended up using just those lights, you know, the ones that everybody uses, because they brought the most light, and I like the way they colored the room a lot better than some of the ones that I actually liked. And you know, there was another decorative piece. Like, the only pink lamp that I actually liked was the one with the flowers on it, and I was like, man, does it really have to have flowers on it? But this part, I was really frustrated because I was pretty sure there was a futon that had pink on the sheets. Like, and then I found that bed, and I usually use that bed, but I wanted a pink futon with sheets. I thought it was super cute, and I need the Sims to do like a recolor for a canopy, because I feel like maybe this is just me, but I grew up having a white bed with pink sheets, and it was a canopy bed. I mean, at least give us a kid's bed with a canopy, you know? And then I added that cool like actor mirror, because, you know, Sharpay Evans, and then Rust, you know, it fits. And then that cute little pink bed as well. And I fiddle with the positionings for this a little bit, because I liked it there, and then I didn't like it there, and then I thought this ended up looking a lot better, but I was like, what if someone wants to come home, so I have to fidget with the bed, and that kind of thing. And I didn't want the, like, dresser to just have makeup on it. I felt that it would make it lack in personality, so I definitely tried to get a little more creative, like plants and, you know, just random flowers that even just had a little bit of pink in it. I was gonna go for it. And I also, one of my favorite things to do is add plants into just about any Sims room. Like, I'm like, oh my god, every single room in a Sims house has to have a plant in it. And because I feel like it brings so much like more life and some air into a room, and it makes it seem a lot less dull, aside from, the sim actually living in it. And this is where I toy a little bit with the idea of a canopy bed, and also still continue to get frustrated that I can't find a pink futon. And then I put that poster because in my mind I was thinking, what if Sharpay had, this idol that she looked up to? Because she does, that she does. And, Rust is going to also, because I think as an actor myself, you're always gonna have those actors that have inspired you and motivate you and are the reason why you discovered acting was a career choice in the first place. And so that's why I put that little poster there, because while I think that Rust is not the type of person to ruin the wall with tacks, I felt that was like the one opportunity he would make an exception for, just because having someone like that is really important, really special. Like for me, it's actually Ashley Tisdale, the person who played Sharpay Evans in High School Musical. So she's really important to me. She's the reason why I discovered I wanted to become an actor. She's the reason I discovered that acting was a thing in the first place, because she went from playing Maddie Fitzpatrick on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and then she went to play Sharpay, who are two completely different characters. And then High School Musical itself shows, acting, auditions, that kind of thing. And yeah, I felt that that was like super fitting. Going onto the patio, I wanted to make it super cute. Like I was kind of thinking like tea time in the back of the house with a white picket fence. Couldn't find a white picket fence in the shape that I wanted, and I was playing with a few different ideas, but it is what it is. I also discovered how to like reset the foundation and stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there. We learned a lot while I did. I learned a lot while making this build. And I just, what's it called? I tried to add a lot of like grass and like weeds in certain areas. Cause like for me, I'm like, well, they wouldn't really think about those spots when entering or taking care of the backyard. When you think of taking care of the backyard, your first thought is the immediate backyard and not the size of the house. So you'll see me put a lot of random grass down because I felt to add more dimension to the ground, as well as like fiddling with the grass colors and, adding different kinds of things. I was really upset that this wildflower grass thing didn't have pink flowers, but we're gonna just say that there's an exception to everything. I wanted to like put them everywhere. Oh, also that cat topiary, I was like, Rust would actually get a topiary of his cat. Like that is his not memorial, but like that is his shrine, and where he goes, in this house we stand. Because Sharpay has her dog Boy, and Rust has his cat, and I think I said it as a Himalayan. But here's where I'm doing all that wild grass stuff. I was like, you know what? There's no gate there. When he's cutting his grass, he's probably like, I can't be bothered to walk all the way over there. No one's gonna really look at it because there are some trees there, and then the bushes are in the way. That's like a lot of work for somebody to get around, or maybe that's just me being lazy. I really wanted to put like a couch there, but once again, Sims 4 does not have any pink couches that I really like. Like they have the two, and then but this cute patio set worked well enough because you could still have like a cute little like tea date, or just hang out in the backyard with your pals and go over some lines, maybe do some auditions, or not auditions, but like rehearse for your auditions, maybe go over your 16 bar cut, and I'm saying all these things and then you guys are probably like, what is she talking about? And then I put a grill because when you have parties you grill. but yeah, so like that's basically my thought process with this whole house. I loved trying to incorporate some kind of story into a home, and approaching it as but in the same way that I approach Create-A-Sims made building this and putting it together a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. So let me know if you guys want to see me build more. Like I said, I'm not an amazing builder, but I was really proud of myself for this, and I hope you guys really like it. It's going to be on the gallery. My gallery ID is going to be in the description below. It's jnxette, but without the I. So jnxette. And this house is going to be up there. Rust is going to be up there. The first house that I was really proud of for my first, not speed build, but it was supposed to be a speed build, and then I recorded it and then I never edited it. But anyways, that's also going to be on the gallery, and I have tons of other things on there. I've got Athena from my 100 baby challenge that I'm doing on my Twitch, as well as Toots, who is my crazy cat lady, and I've got my sim self, and I've got my mascot Jinx on there as well. So check all of those out if you are interested. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support, and let me know if you'd love to see more builds. I'm happy to do them, and I love learning. And if you guys have any building tips to make this easier for me, just let me know in the comments below, and leave a like if you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!